My name is Amy, and this is my second floss tube. So excited and blown away by just the number of people that watched my previous video. I think it was only like 80, but that's 80 people tuned in and just watched me meander and just ramble, and I loved it. So thank you. And to those who have long awaited, this is my next floss tube. I was gonna do it at 3 weeks, and at 3 weeks I didn't feel like I had enough to chat about. So here we are. We're 4 weeks out. I have more finishes than I did at 3 weeks, and just more to chat about. So we're gonna jump right in. I hope this gets better as it goes on. I had a time trying to get that last video up, so I have more appreciation for anyone who does videos because I was ripping my hair out and I don't have that much to rip out, so I need every strain I can get, and that was exhausting. So for all of you makers out there in the world, I appreciate you and what you do. Goodness, stressful. Okay, first video. I showed the cross stitch I was working on for my sister, not thinking she was going to watch the video. And I said, shit, I just ruined the surprise. And then I was like, oh, it's fine. I just won't tell her about the video. Okay, well, time passed, aka more than 5 minutes, and I sent my mom and my sister a link to the video. You guys. So my sister texted me and was like, ha ha ha, I just watched it. And she commented and said she loved it, so she's excited. So, I mean, look, everyone knows I'm just not good at keeping secrets, okay? I'm just not. I just love a surprise, but sometimes the surprises are hard, and that was one of those cases. But regardless, she loved it. She's going to love it whenever I get it finished, so that's exciting. My husband's still gone. Still out to sea. He'll be home eventually. Last deployment ever, and he's retiring. So that is exciting. So he'll be home soon enough. Before we know it, I'll be sick of him. Just kidding. I won't be. Let's see. We lost a chicken. Baby Spice. Coyote got underneath of the fence of the chicken coop. So that was really sad. Took her. Completely gone. So now we're down to 8 chickens. 8 chickens. It's been a real... Nothing too exciting with them. I mean, minus we've lost a member of the Spice Girls. Other than that, pecking order seems to be working itself out. Proud of them for figuring it all out. I ran a 10K. Okay, I participated in a 10K this month. I came in 55th out of 61. Not last, not first. I did run more than I walked. I wasn't sure I was going to make it. That thing was vicious, but I did it, and I'm proud of myself for accomplishing it. I'm not a runner. I've always wanted to be. I just have never learned how to properly breathe, nor will I probably ever. I'm 37, you can only teach an old dog so many new tricks. I don't want to do it. I do not enjoy running at all. I'm not enjoying it more as time goes on. I do not enjoy it. I like getting a t-shirt and a medal at the end. In the sense of accomplishment that I said I was going to do something, and I started it and I finished it. The end. So please don't reach out to me about running because I don't want to do it. I keep doing it though. I have a 5K coming up this month. So, but still, I don't want to. My mom got a dog. So now I have a brother-in-law. No, that's not right. That would be my no, that's wrong. A brother, just a normal brother. He's so cute. Ugh, that was very exciting. Other than that, children are all good. We've got a sleeping baby behind us. Hopefully it stays that way. He's on one today. Other than that, we got a busy month up ahead. 5K, baby stuff with friends having babies, lots of baby showers, baby sprinkles, baby nesting parties. just babies. So it's not safe out there in the world right now if you're not interested in babies. Stay home. That's it. That's all for life updates. We've just been trucking right along. Just, trying to take care of ourselves. And a lot of that has been crafting. So we'll get right into it. New purchases. Okay. Hear me out. If I had a stand, I'd have two hands free and not just one hand, I do stitch in hand 90% of the time, but Lindsay Stitches keeps posting these videos about the Lowry stands and and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do so much more if I use two hands. Anyways, I couldn't pull the trigger on the Lowry stands. I just can't. I did rein myself in on that purchase, but I did purchase, I will link the shop below, an Etsy shop. It's just a wooden stand that holds a hoop or a frame, and it just attaches to something you already have. So we have like the little folding, like TV trays and stuff like that. So I'm going to give it a go. We'll see. It could boost production. It probably won't. It might. We'll see. I get annoyed with hoops and frames. I want to love them. I just get annoyed when I have to move them. We'll see. I did, one of my whips that I will show you was on a even weave. Even weave. It was my first time working with even weave, and you know what I thought? This is magical. This is magical. So I did buy a full yard of 32 count Sahara Dust Lugana by Zweigart from Lindy Stitches for other projects I'm working on. So I needed it for two identical projects. And I'm excited with how much I'm going to have left over. So curious to see what everyone thinks about even weave. Because I like it. So far, so good. Also, this isn't going to be news to anyone's ears. Stitch Fest. Leave me alone, okay? First of all, leave me alone. I have behaved myself, and I only did 2 pre-orders. 1 order, but 2 prints. Let's see if we can pull them up because I was not prepared ahead of time. There was one that there was 10, let's be honest, that I was going to, I'm so sorry. I'm facing my back door and there's a little rabbit out there just hopping around. It's super distracting. So, it's so cute. Okay. There was 10 that I wanted. I did rein myself in because I've been enjoying so much using markup on my iPad, and everything in Stash Fest that I was looking at was an actual chart. So I reined myself in. Let's see. Let's just go to the website. Oh wow, it popped right up. Someone was already scrolling on Lindy Stitches. Okay. Okay, while this is going, I'm going to keep talking. I haven't really ordered anything else too crazy. I finally got some clips for because most of the things I'm working on right now are larger pieces, and just the extra fabric is just quite frustrating. So I did order some clips finally, just some stuff from Amazon, nothing crazy. And I had ordered a little needle minder. Oh, I'm not sure where it's at right now. The lid pops off and you screw it and the needles go. It's so cute. My needles were just everywhere. So that is super helpful. I ordered a thread counter. So this little bead with 2 strings with the needles, and you can count out your stitches. That has been amazing for, again, larger pieces, especially with borders. Game changer. Game changer. I got that stand. I did not online, but I did go into Michael's and get hog wild on a DMC haul for that Flower Everyday print that I talked about last time. I still have not started it. But I did get, I think, all but maybe 2 of the DMC I need for that project. So I'm very excited by that. And, oh man, buying DMC is a slippery slope because it's so cheap for each one that you feel like it's free. Like it's not free, but it feels like it is. So you just can get carried away. I didn't get carried away. I mean, I did. There's a lot of floss for that thing. Oh my gosh. But I think I didn't really get too carried away. It's been easy because I'm getting so annoyed in this moment with this order. My friend Bon gives me so many things that I'm able to really rein myself in a lot more because I have a lot of things that she has gifted me. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, we're gonna put this on the side because I'm getting frustrated and this email is not popping up right away. And we'll save that to the end. I wish I had an assistant in this moment. Can someone please find the email with Lindy Stitches? Thank you. Thank you so much. What else did we do? Okay, finishes for this month. This was Don't Let Idiots Ruin Your Day. Yes, there's glass on it. There's nothing behind this except for the little white piece of paper that comes in picture frames. I got a cheap 5x7 frame from Amazon. Don't Let Idiots Ruin Your Day. This was a PDF print from Subversive Cross Stitch, and I will tag that below. This is my husband's last and final deployment cross stitch that I'm sending him. I did let him know his last one was on the way. I said, do not bring these home. Because I couldn't remember which ones it was last time that I'd already sent him. So this last one, I think I showed that it ain't brain surgery that I sent, but I had already also sent Beatings Will Continue Until Morale Improves. I think that's the only 2. So I said, do not bring these home. Give them to someone else. If you bring them home, they're going in like your man room. So unless you want that for decor, do not bring these back to our house. So I'm not mad about it. I hope it, gives him some happiness while he's still gone and brings someone else joy after he leaves. So we finished that, and that's just, 14 count Ada. One of the DMCs was switched out. I think it was just one of the greens, like the brightest bright green. I didn't have, Bon didn't have, but she gave me something else that worked just fine. Okay, this next one, I don't remember if I talked about this last time or not, but my aunt, in addition to my mother, also just got a new home. So in my original stash from Bon, was this chart, Home Sweet Home, Pin Keep by Scattered Seed Samplers. It came with like the little template to make the actual pin keep. So I busted my behind. I think it took me 11 days. I just went hard and zoomed in and got this pin keep done because I had a meetup with Bon yesterday. And so I could take it over and she could help me finish it. I've never done anything like a pin keep. I've always just done flat finishes so far. So I wanted some guidance. But of course, that is not how it went. It's in a little shaker box instead. That's so cute. I almost don't want to give it away. The inside of the box is just some Blackbird Designs fabric. I had told her that that's what I had thought about putting on the back side of this pin keep because I had a swath of fabric that she had given me, this pattern. I said I was going to bring that and use it, but I didn't want to because I wanted to just keep it for myself when she still had some. So she used some of hers, so I was super appreciative of that. So super cute. You will notice one of these things does not look like the other. That would be because the pattern is for 2021. Okay? Okay. It does not, you know how some that have numbers will give you like the additional numbers, a chart to chart it? This was not one of them. So I got on Google and Pinterest to try and find a chart of numbers that looked similar in style to the numbers that were on here. You know, it's good enough. Good enough for government work. Is it the best thing I've ever done? Maybe. It might be. So anyways, I'm sending this to my aunt. This was stitched on 36 count Edinburgh Vintage Country Mocha 1/2. Ugh. I didn't love it. I don't love 1/2. Bon loves 1/2, hates 2/2. I love 2/2. I like the fuller coverage. She thinks it makes it look bushy. We agree to disagree. Anyways, I mean, it's cute. It's cute. It is so cute. I just don't love 1/2, which is unfortunate because one of my favorite projects that I'm working on for myself, 1/2. But it's on 40 count, so I understand. So it's going to give me visually a fuller look, but still. Okay, so anyways, cute little box. I left Bonds with a large moving box full of cardboard and wooden boxes for finishing. Her husband was very happy that she got rid of some stuff. And this just makes me think of a funny thing. I talked to her and told her about my floss tube since she was the one who recommended I do it in the first place. And I told her I didn't use her full name, that I call her Bon Bon, and she said, wow, no one would ever figure that out. A little bit rude. Secondly, I told her that I also gave her husband another name and we were calling him Jason. She informed me that Lindy Stitch's husband's name is Jason and she hoped there was no confusion. So for the record, my friend and client and mentor Bon Bon is not Lindy Stitch's. And her husband, Jason is not Lindy Stitch's husband, Jason. So just to clear that up for any legal purposes, just for the record. Anyways, he was happy to see her get rid of some more things. So that was my second finish. I did use all the called for DMC on this. The only thing I didn't do that it told me to do, besides the way it told me to finish it, was it said to backstitch these tiny little eyeballs on the birds. No. Mainly because I didn't see that until the very end, and I stayed up until 11 o'clock at night the night before I went to Bonds to finish this, and I just didn't have it in my heart. You would never know. Now you know because I told you, but before that you wouldn't have known. So anyways, I loved Scattered Seed Samplers. Bond told me she's part of a club. I've heard and seen rumblings of clubs, and I might need to, we'll see, you know? I might need to look into it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. The last and final finish, my friend Ashley, who will see this video. This is, I don't know what the correct terminology is. It's fully finished, stitched, but now it needs to be framed, which is happening this week. Cute, cute, cute. If you remember, Ashley would not tell me the baby's name. We've got a baby name because the baby came out and I got his name. And so we're fully finished on this. It just needs to be framed. Again, we can see someone, my assistant, cut this crooked. But it's finished and it's so stinking cute. Maybe I'll make one for my husband, you know? Or like the next child that we acquire. We've got one moving about. Super excited about that. That was on, is that Perfect World? How Wonderful Life Is? No. This one is called, did I not put it in my little book of tricks here? I didn't. Wow, that's embarrassing. Okay. Wonderful Life is not in here. How will I ever remember I completed it? Okay, we need to add it in. But I know I did the DMC conversion for this. Wonderful Life by Heart and Hand. I did the full DMC conversion on this. It's listed. And I used 28 count natural linen 2/2, except for the back stitching and, you know, the razzle dazzle. This was the kit. This was the chart Bond gave me, and she'd already used the embellishments. I do have some tchotchkes. I'm gonna feel it out. I'm gonna see how I feel this next week. Go look at a frame situation and then decide if I actually want to put the embellishments on or not, because I really like it. It's simple and it's cute. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But that's it for my finishes, you guys. That feels lackluster in my heart because I just feel like I've been stitching so much that to only have 3 done, I mean 3 finishes, I feel like that's good. I do have a job. And you know, fur and feather children to take care of, so I think that's good, I guess. I just want to I want to do everything. I want to do it all quickly and have it all done, but we're doing what we can. Okay, next, we're going to move on to my whips. Whips. Okay, moving on to whips. I have a lot of big projects that I'm working on. So I wanted like little miniature happiness things. I just want to have some finished stuff. I just want some stuff that I've done before all the big stuff, because the big stuff's gonna take a long time. I've come to understand. I was very naive when I first began. So this is just a little wool whimsy by Heart and Hand. Little turkey. Ooh, little turkey. I've really just been working on this when I'm at the salon. 32 count dirty Belfast linen, some Weeks dye works. These little kits, they just come with all the little, all the threads already in there. This one has some little wool pieces and some buttons to go on to finish. I did the Uncle Sam, the 4th of July Santa. So this is all the further I am on it. This is another one that Bon gave me. It was already all packaged up. So I have a few of these that are already all packaged up. I think I have some here in a little pile that I'm going to keep working on. So that's something I'm working on. That'll get done just kind of at the salon when I have time in between clients and all that razzle dazzle. So that's just a little cute one. And then we have, we're still working on A Perfect World. Okay, this is the one I said I really, really wanted to do for myself. In a perfect world, you would find me here with the birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. This is the one I had 2 fabrics in here to use. And I decided on a 40 count, which is what it was called for. It called for 40 count vintage meadow rue from Lakeside Linen. That's not what I have. I have more of this brownish, goldish linen. Either way, this is 1/2. I obviously have not made it very far, but there was one day where I was like, I want that done and I need to start it. So it's in my rotation. I still have yet to come up with like an actual rotation or a calendar for working on things, but it started. So now I can keep working on it. Using all of the called for floss on this one And I'm just excited to get this one done. I think it's going to be so pretty. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the 1/2, but with this being 40 count, it's nice and tight. You know, it's full. And it's just pretty. And I can't wait. So thank you for Bon. Whatever this fabric is, I have no idea. But it's going to be beautiful. And I'm so excited for that I finally got it like at a start point. I just had it kitted before, so that now we can work on it. So we have that. Next up, I started this, I think I talked about it last time, about doing purple instead of red for this antique rooster sampler. This is the project that I started and that I am using even weave for, and so I discovered how magical it is. So this is the Antique Rooster Sampler by JBW Designs. It's cute. It's cute. So this is going to be for my mother-in-law. She likes purple. So what am I actually using for it, you ask? I probably didn't put this in my book either, and then I'm going to be annoyed. Nope, I did. Good job, Amy. Crescent Colors Rainy Day. I'm really hoping I have enough. Bon gave me the fabric or the floss for this. I'm really hoping I have enough because she only had one, and she just showed me how much like the floss can change from skein to skein. So fingers crossed there's enough on there. If not, it'll be like an ombre effect, because that's what I decided to do, is work from left to right. So in case things get spicy, we'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm excited about that one. That'll be finished. I would like to get that done before Christmas because it is a gift. Next up, we have Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. This is the one Bon let me borrow. And she wants me to give it back to her because she said she wants to do it before she dies. Disclaimer. A little morbid, but Bon always thinks she's on her deathbed every time I see her. Her last hair appointment, she was talking about doctor's appointment, and she said she thinks she's just too old to be alive. She's not. She's just a little bit dramatic, and that's rich coming from me. I love her, literally to death. But I will get this back to her. I haven't made it too much further than where I was last time. I think last time I had just finished all the little windows and stuff. I messed up the second window and I just haven't yet to go back and finish it. But I did start on the border. And we got a little word. What do we got here? So we're making progress. This one's been fun. This one's been fun to stitch. The border is super easy. So we'll keep trugging along on that one. On this one we have all of the called for floss, which is all gentle art, and we are on 30 count Confederate Gray by Weeks that Bon gave me. So we're trugging right along on that one. I would love to stitch more on that. I want to stitch more on all of these. However, we've got the big girl. My sister is my sister's. It's The Way We Ride. But you guys, look how much more I've gotten done on it since last time. I did the border. I messed up the border. As you can see, these little haberdasheries here, right? So they're supposed to be like this and have an empty stitch here because there will be another color there. Well, I was just going for it over here on this border. Totally not looking at my pattern. Completely skipped these and did a solid line. I did not notice that until I was all the way. No way am I ripping that out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I've just been going back through. I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, that the thread that I need to do over that little hole will be enough to kind of cover the black. If it's not, I already have a solution. Over here on the correct side, I will fill that in with black and then cover it up with the other thread as well. So at least it matches. But we are getting somewhere, you guys. I will admit, Amy was naive when she picked this print out. This is one of the first prints. I think it actually was the first print that wasn't just on like 14 count Ada, like these little sayings I've been sending my husband. This was the first print that I picked out on my own. It caught my eye and I just immediately knew my sister would love it and wanted to make it for her. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I have really been drawn to the Artsy Housewives prints. These borders, no joke. No joke on the borders. My sister laughed at me last night because I told her I was working on hers and she was like, oh my God, you hate it. You're so tired of working on it. You said that. Okay, I did say that. There's a lot of black. Okay, my sister doesn't sound like that. She probably didn't say those exact words, but she basically called me out and said, you said you were sick of it. There's a lot of black in this border, and I think I was just getting tired of black. So I literally was doing some stitching last night. I was working on more of this internal on the border, and I just switched. I switched to Dragonfly just to mix it up, so I'll probably actually work on this tonight, some more this evening. I think I just needed a break from black. But this guy is coming along, and I'm really excited about it. My friend Conrad at work has seen me working on this print and wants it, not for free. You know what I'm saying? Now that I've been working on this, not for free, my friend. However, the Artsy Housewife in this print, she gives you the option to just do singles of these. So I may, if I'm feeling super kind, I may give him the option to just have one of those because that border alone is taking some time off of my life. But now that I've switched from taking a break from black, I really am loving working on this. So, sister, it will be done before you die. That's all the promises I can make today. Okay, I showed you this one last time. I love you to the moon and back and more than all the stars in the sky, heart in hand. 3 babies that I know getting pushed out this year. One's already out, 2 more to come. Those ones are coming out. What day is it? It's the 30th. It's basically September. Those ones are coming out next month in October. I gave these mothers to be. I ruined the surprise. I said, I'm making you a cross stitch. I let them choose between the one that I just finished for my friend Ashley and this one. I don't remember if I showed it last time or not, or if I just kind of talked about it. It's another heart in hand. I'm using I actually got the Classic Colorworks for this one instead of doing the DMC conversion. I did talk about this one because I was complaining about the buttons and someone kindly commented, I appreciate your comment, where those little tchotchkes came from, and I did find those. So I very much appreciate that. And it makes me want to complain on here more often so that people can help me with my troubles. But I appreciated it, so I can get a second set of those embellishments for this one. So I did literally just started this today. I'm only to I love ye, I love ye. This thing is going to be massive. This is on 32 count summer khaki Belfast linen. That's a lie. It is 32 count. That's what I bought this Sahara Dust Vegana for, because of that even weave that I was using on the Antique Rooster sampler. Like, oh God, it's just been so magical. I do love the look of just like my other linens, but this was, I just wanted more uniformity for these because there's a lot happening, a lot of little, little tchotchkes here and there. And then my clips I told you about, I finally got them. What a treat, because this thing is, I think it's the finished size, 23 and a half. 23 and a half. That's a lot. So I'm so excited about that. So I have until the end of next month to get these suckers finished. I mean, honestly, I can do them whenever, but babies come out next month. Baby shower sprinkle things are this month towards the end, so we'll see where we get with that one. So we've started on that. Customization on both of these is just I believe the name. There's names and numbers, so you know you have freedom there to do whatever you would like as far as customization, but we'll go for names probably on those. So that's the last of my whips, things I'm currently actively stitching on. Still not sponsored, but interested. Speaking of sponsorship, when I told Bon on my channel, she said, if you start making money and get famous, I want 50%. Okay. I told her okay. I mean, she single-handedly has sent me into this deep, dark hole of cross stitch. So that's fair. It's totally fair that she would want a little kickback. I appreciate her hustle. She told me that maybe I could also just show one of my flosstube videos at her funeral. I think that's a little morbid, but I would respect her wishes, I guess. I mean, anything for Bon Bon. I just love her so much. Okay, we're gonna do a quick search on Lindy. I know exactly what Prince, good night, I am getting, so we'll see if I can just pull them up on here real quick. Okay, first one, I've been seeing Long Dog, which is fun to say. I've been seeing the Long Dogs. I almost picked out a print for my nephew, and then I was like, Amy, make one for yourself. This is going to take your entire lifetime, so make one for yourself. So, lo and behold, a pre-order popped up for Stash Fest Long Dog Samplers Latitude Cross Stitch Pattern. It's got little animals in there, and it's just, there's a little deer, and it's just cute. So I did do a pre-order on this for Stash Fest. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big, and I'm so excited. There's so many of them. Like, oh gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I enjoy these single color stitchings. Okay, but anyways, I feel like previously I had mentioned to Bon that I wanted to do a Long Dog, and she was like, she rolled her eyes at me. But then yesterday I said, hey Bon, I did something you told me not to do. And she did this. And I said, I ordered a Long Dog. I pre-ordered it for Stash Fest, and I'm so excited about it. And she said, oh, you know what? I have something I'll have you finish it. I'll have you do it. I will never do it before I die. I think it's a Long Dog. And I was like, you told me not to get one. So anyways, she takes me back into her craft room and proceeds to pull this out. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Long Dog. And it's not, but same vibe. But it's Christmas, and it's Christmas carols. So she has started it, decided she's never going to finish it because it's going to take too long, and gave it to me to do. I told her, I will finish this and give it back to you for you to display. And she said, no, I'll probably be dead by then. You can display it at my funeral. I'm telling you guys, she's a hoot. And I said, absolutely not. Will I do that? But she gave it to me. And I am going to show you now what that looks like. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to work on it. Quaker Christmas 2 is the name. The print on this, I think when she got it, the print was weird. So it's kind of hard to like see, but it's all just Christmas song titles. Christmas song titles, Bygone Stitches, 2011, Songs of the Season. Literally only 2 different colors. This is on, oh, that's where it gets crazy. So I was telling her something I was calling for was doing Lakeside Linen. She said, oh, you're never going to get it. When I went back home to Ohio a couple months ago, she said, oh, if you see any Lakeside Linen, buy whatever it is, I'll give you the money. No one had it. This is all Courant by the Gentle Art. There's, you guys, these are the kind of situations that I get in from Bon. She gave me the print. She gave me a lifetime supply of Gentle Art Courant to do this with, and also an additional 5 skeins of Blue Spruce, which is beautiful. BTW. Oh, that color is great. So I need to start working on that. So we pull out the linen and we look at the tag on it, and it says, that it is 28 count light exemplar linen by Lakeside Linen, which is what I need for a different project. And she was saying like, oh, you're never going to get your hands on it. She pulls this thing out and I'm like, Bonnie, this is huge. Maybe we can cut some off and you can use it for something else. So we measure it. No, it was exactly the size that we need, you guys. You're joking. I think it's allowing for a few inches on the top. Like this is the topmost corner. What? What? Because before she whipped it out, I was like, oh, I'm totally going to finish that Bon and give it back to you. You guys, I'll be lucky if I finish this before I die. Are you kidding? But here we are. So that is going into my whips since Bon already started it. There's not that much that she started, but she still made a start on it, and I want to honor that, and I would love to continue working on it for her. So I'm very excited, but like overwhelmed. Like these are the things, this is what happens when I go to Bon's. She gives me things which I so much appreciate, and it's just, it's all like all there together. It's gonna be huge. It's going to be huge, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be huge and beautiful, and I'm excited about it. So that's gonna go into my work in progress pile. Bon also gave me I only left with 3 patterns yesterday, so that to me is a win at Bon's. Okay, she started working on, okay, this is Simple Life by Teresa Cogert. It was part of a Patreon release. She started it. And she's got, it's all the printouts on here. So it was just, you know, released in waves. I have not sorted through it yet. She started it, but she cut the fabric and she did it in the wrong direction. So it should be this way. She did it this way. That's way too much to rip out. Like, she made good progress on that, and it's pretty. So she told me, she gave it to me and told me to finish it / figure it out. I almost cried trying to figure out how to do a number 5. So the idea of figuring out how to adapt this pattern, I mean, Bon has been, I think she said stitching since like 1975. So she probably knows for sure that this is not, like the fabric that's here is not enough. So I need to figure out a way to adapt this pattern, because right now we're only up to the woman. So I need to figure out kind of who, where, what, and how to chop and move things around. Would love feedback on that. The border is so pretty. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but she believed in me enough to give it to me, aka I think she just wanted it out of her hair. So I would like to figure it out. With that, she included all of the floss needed for it. And then she also gave me, what's this one? This is another Teresa Kogert. We have Strawberry Manor. It's missing the little corner over here, but I'm pretty sure it's in this stack somewhere. So this one's also super cute. She hasn't started this one yet, but she had it in with, that other, oh, here it is, fully finished. She had it in with this other one, so, gave it to me. So I said, oh, maybe I'll do this one and change the beard to ginger, and it can be me and my husband. So cute. But we'll see. Or maybe I'll make it for someone else. I don't know. But I have it, and I appreciate her. I feel like I either have, or I want to start, or something along the lines of a Teresa Kogert. Or maybe I've just been keeping my eye on one and then like talking myself out of it. I don't know. But I gotta figure out what to do with this. So if you guys have any advice on ways to go about this, I would love some feedback, because I think Bon was just over it. She was like, yeah, you could, and then like there was no direction there whatsoever. The only thing else I have kitted up, I do have all that stuff for that flower a day that I told you I found online. I think I'm just missing a couple of DMCs. I have enough to start. So I'm thinking maybe Monday. I think I might do a fresh like day of the month start on that. It's a flower a day. I don't know if I want to commit to a flower a day. We'll see. But I have tomorrow to kind of figure out what I'm going to do about that. Okay, also, when talking about the one that Bon wants me to do this Christmas, I still have this one that I haven't even started. The Christmas Redwork collection. I feel like if I started this soon, maybe I could have it done by next Christmas. So, do you see what I mean? Where I just need to be faster or have more hands? I don't know, because I want to do everything. So that's kitted and I haven't started. This is going to be my next. Absolutely, I'm going to start, and maybe I'll even do it tonight. I don't know. So that I can force myself to work on it. Because it's just so beautiful. And I wanted it so bad when I saw it at Ashley's mom's house. And then it's kitted up and ready to go. So that's all I currently have kitted. Now, kind of my rule of thumb is I have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 12 of these project bags that I bought in like 2 packs at Target. I also want to get some little tags. I don't know that I'm ready to go as far in depth as the Periwinkle Cinger. Oh God, I just love her videos. And her stuff's also cute. But I need to get some tags on these things. Anyways, I have 12 of those bags. And I just, as I finish a project, I put a new one in there. So now that I finished This Wonderful Life, I now have 4 empty bags. We shall see. Because I have 2 more that I want to start. I think I talked about this last time. I don't think Bon had given it to me yet. This is the Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. This is another one she said everyone does it and I need to do it. So pretty. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I have not done anything for it yet. She told me she wanted to do, or like she wanted the little, where does it show it on here? Where's the photos? There's a little tiny one on here that says naughty or nice. Okay. Let's look, you can kind of see it in this photo right here. Just a little one. I might do that for Bon. Bon. Go on. Go lay down, please. 3 Christmas projects with vintage spirit. So love that Christmas garden. I have not looked into anything at all. I did do some preliminary research on fabric. It was 30 count sheep straw by R&R Reproductions. I think I can't find it, maybe. I don't remember, but we'll see. That's in the possible project bag situation. And then this one is another one that Bon was in a pile that Bon had given me. I don't remember if I've showed it. Just Stitching Along, Miss Lucy Calca, 1825. See, this is my problem. This is my problem. All of these things that I'm drawn to and I'm loving, huge. They're big. They're big. And they're going to take forever. Like, look at the border on this thing. I'm going to do it, though. I have 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. It calls for, oh, this was the one. Lakeside Linen, light exemplar. I'm going to use this Vintage Country Mocha, but real quick, funny story. I did that pin keep on this 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. Fawn's looking at it and she said, you did it on the wrong side of the fabric. And I was like, what do you mean? She flipped it over. I didn't know or pay attention that like one side is blank and the other side has all the variegation on it. Fine. I did it on the flat side. It's fine. You know who doesn't know that? My aunt. And she's going to love that gift. So I really want to start this. However, this gives you a DMC conversion, but it also has Aver à Soie silk. I may do my first silks on this. Bon says, oh, that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. I have not looked into that yet, so do not hold me to this promise of doing this with silks. I just thought I haven't done anything like that yet, so why not? Do I know what that even means? Not really. I mean, I do. Like silks instead of cotton thread. I get it. But I haven't, yeah, we'll see. I haven't priced it out. It could be outrageous. It might be something I slowly get over time. I don't know. But those are my two next big ones that I kind of want to get into the whip. You know, turnstile here. But then I have small things that I sorted through all my stuff that Bon has given me. I have smaller items that I want to squeeze in there so that I can actually like finish things and feel accomplished and have stuff. These are all for me, for moi, to have in my home. This is so cute. JBW Designs French Country Witch. Sorcery. Shockingly enough, the floss in the fabric is already in here. 40 count something cream Newcastle. French Country White. French Country White. Wait. Oh, that says witch. That's for this. I can read. 40 count cream Newcastle. And so like there's no reason not to work on this. It's already all together because Bon is a magical lady and I love her. That's another little one. I just can't get over how cute this is. I don't remember if I showed this in my last video or not, but now I want to work on it even more. It's super simple, super easy, and Bon gave me one of these little boxes. How cute would it be? In here. She painted this and was showing me she has this special stuff that you rub on here and it makes it look like leather and stuff. So I might do that and put this in here as a gift. It's super cute. We'll see. It's super easy. Okay, and then here's more of the wool whimsies. This is Snowden. Cutie, cutie. All packaged up. Bon already has all the fabric and everything. Everything I need to do this is in this package. Same with Nicholas. So I feel like I should probably do these now that I have the turkey, the July 4th Santa, Nicholas. Do I have this? I have the snowman. I don't know what that one is. I can't tell. It looks like a reindeer or something. I can't tell. Anyways, these are already kitted and ready so I can work on those. This one I just think is cute. I want to start this year making myself a little ornament every year, so I thought this one was cute. I might do that, just change the year. Super easy, little guy. I also just thought this was stinking cute for fall. Cutie. Cutie. And I feel like I've kind of acquired enough now that I can like hodgepodge these together. Teeny Halloweenies. Love these. I'm not getting carried away with Halloween decor this year. AKA, it's high up on top of my garage and my husband won't be home to get it down and I don't feel like, you know? So I might just do these little guys for myself. Get my Halloween decor started. These are cute, just little, like, months of the year ones. Bon already has the fabric in here. I don't know. I might skip these. But the fabric's already here, so we'll see. Okay, what else? Okay, this is really cute too. Ian Vaughn must have done this one already. She taped all of the chart together. Ian has a little, like, the passage from the Jane Austen novel that this was adapted from. Miss Bingley's Library, Plum Street Samplers. I shall be miserable if I have not an excellent library. 1813. I wanted to do this for myself and put it here in our little den/library area. Another small one that I feel like I could accomplish and get done. This one is so freaking cute. This might go into one of my whip folders. Hello? Sorry, there's a glare. A lot of light action going on here. Barbara Ann Design, Dear Joy. It's just cute. It's just cute. I think I showed it last time. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do it. And then I have a conundrum. I need help deciding. Again, this is all stuff that Bon gave me. I have these 2 sets. I know I'm not going to finish anything big for Christmas this year, so I want to do something small. These are both by Little House Needleworks. This one is Jack Frost's Tree Farm. There are 6 parts. This one is obviously a little bit more in depth, but there's the little town. We have a little Douglas fir situation. Christmas tree. Another truck with the tree. Hot cocoa. And a sled. Okay, so there's that one. Or, this is another Little House Needleworks. This is a log cabin Christmas. Okay, and these are all just smaller ones. There's no big one like that first, like the first chart in that other set. So I'm trying to decide, I want to work on at one of these 2 sets for Christmas this year for myself. I don't know if I'll hang them on my tree. Probably not. But I want to get like a little Christmas action going. So this one obviously has more. There's 8 in this one. But the first chart in that other one is bigger. So I need to decide which one I want to do. But I thought those were cute. All the charts are here. I haven't looked at the fabric. I haven't looked at anything on these. Again, I'm sure at this point I have enough I can hodgepodge together to make these. I just need to decide which one I want to do. I'd love some feedback. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's it. That's it for cross stitch for the month. I'm really annoyed that I cannot find that other pattern, but I feel like it said happily ever after. It was just cute. It was cute. It's for my library. You'll see it when it gets here. You'll see it next month. So those are the only 2 things I ordered from Stash Fest. I'm very, very, very proud of myself. As some of you who do cross stitch may have also tumbled, quilting. I have another crafty client who gave me a sewing machine. She said it's a Kenmore. She got it from Sears like 30 years ago. It works great. I think she said it's a Janome, but it's sold by Sears. I don't know. It's a quilting sewing machine. I have made a quilt, kind of. I've done the front of a quilt for one of the babies that are being born. I did it all at Bond's on her outrageous sewing machine that, like, it basically sews for you. It's wild. And then I just bought a jelly roll to make for myself. I've gotten carried away. Very carried away. I've got to figure out where all this stuff is going to go before my husband comes home from deployment. Because right now, it is here, there, and everywhere in this home. I've been getting baskets. I've been picking up baskets when I see them to shove shit in, okay? I don't have storage space for all of this craft stuff. So I gotta figure that out, man. I gotta figure it out. So I just got a jelly roll I'm gonna do it for myself. I think it's like Kansas Trouble Quilters. It's so super cute. It's just, I'm just gonna sew it all. I'm just gonna sew the jelly roll together. We're gonna see. Everything will be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be cute. Thank you for coming. If you made it this far, I love you all so much. I hope that whatever you're doing brings you joy. I hope that you're enjoying these last dregs of summer. I can't be done with it soon enough. I'm a fall, winter, early spring girl, and I just can't wait for the rain to just get cozy, you know? I just love it. Plenty of stitching time when it's raining outside. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. And I hope you come back, and I'll see you next time.